The quiet neighborhood looked like any other, with trimmed hedges and spotless sidewalks. But what happened that day turned ordinary streets into the stage of an unbelievable drama. Imagine this: a woman walking calmly toward her own home, stopped suddenly by men claiming to be HOA security cops. They accused her of trespassing, voices sharp and full of authority. The twist: she wasn't just any resident, she was an off-duty police captain, though no one knew it yet. From the very first word exchanged, tension hung heavy, pulling bystanders into a story they would never forget. The so-called officers circled her, flashing badges that looked official but didn't quite match real law enforcement. They questioned her presence as if she were a stranger, even though she had lived in the neighborhood for years. Neighbors peeked through blinds, some too scared to intervene, others whispering about how often these fake cops harassed people they didn't recognize. She stood tall, calm, and composed. Her training told her not to react too quickly, but inside she was boiling. They had no idea who they were challenging, and the truth would soon turn the situation upside down. Still holding her grocery bag, she spoke firmly, giving her name and address, but the men only smirked. They demanded she prove she belonged there, threatening arrest for trespassing. Cameras from doorbells recorded every moment, catching their arrogance. She knew she could reveal her badge, end it instantly, but something inside her told her to wait. She wanted them to show their true intentions, to expose the way they abused their fake authority. And with every passing second, their trap was tightening, unaware that it was they who had walked into hers. Their voices grew harsher as they grabbed at her arm, trying to escort her toward their vehicle parked nearby. She didn't resist, yet. The crowd outside grew, some filming, some murmuring in disbelief. Every word spoken by these fake officers was digging them deeper into a hole they couldn't escape. The woman's silence, her calm strength, was unnerving. She was about to reveal something that would shatter their confidence in an instant, but she waited for just the right moment. Within minutes, sirens pierced the air. Real officers arrived, taking over with swift professionalism. The imposters were handcuffed, their fake badges collected as evidence. Finally, as one of them tried to cuff her wrists, she pulled herself free with sharp precision. Her voice cut through the chaos. "Enough. You are under arrest." The words froze everyone. She reached into her jacket and revealed her real badge, the gleam of authority undeniable. The men's faces drained of color as whispers rippled through the gathering crowd. What they thought was power crumbled into fear. They weren't in control anymore, the captain was. Shock swept over the street. The men stumbled over excuses, trying to insist it was a misunderstanding. But the neighbors, armed with video evidence, weren't buying it. Every second recorded proved their lies, their intimidation, their reckless abuse of fake power. The woman stood firm, commanding the scene now, her presence radiating strength. She called for backup from real police, her calm tone contrasting sharply with their panic. For the first time, the so-called HOA cops felt the weight of justice closing in on them. Neighbors cheered quietly, relief washing over the tense street. The captain gave her statement, ensuring every detail was documented. For too long, these men had bullied residents, hiding behind false authority. But today, they were exposed by the very person they underestimated most. As the night settled in, the neighborhood felt different, safer, more united. People came forward to thank her, to apologize for not acting sooner, to promise change. The woman reminded them with a steady voice, real authority protects, it doesn't intimidate. Her words carried weight, echoing beyond that moment. What began as harassment ended as a powerful lesson. Injustice had been unmasked, and a community discovered its courage through the strength of one woman who refused to be silenced.